What is eStar's core business and its business model?
eStar is Central Europe's leading alternative energy provider. Our main product is heat, and we provide energy services to residential, municipality and industrial customers.
You've been particularly successful in your region. What do you think gives you an edge?
This is our unique business model that has brought us the success during the last 10 years. Our company is a knowledge-based alternative energy provider. If you think about in the last 100 years, successful energy companies were either technology-based or natural resource-based, like oil companies, natural gas companies, or the recent renewable companies like solar or wind. What we do, we are linking customer needs with the locally available natural resources and the technologies that suits best. Our knowledge is based on the engineering skills that can combine these three particularities of the business.
Of course, sustainability is key to this sector. What's eStar's approach to sustainability?
Sustainability is the key word for our company. We are not a renewable company or a green company, we are a sustainable company. We define sustainability along three dimensions: the environmentally sustainable, financially sustainable, and sustainable for a corporate governance point of view. Probably the last one requires explanation. What we do, we balance on a daily basis our stakeholders' interest, and that's provide us the best value for the company for the long run.
You embody the entrepreneurial spirit in the company, so what led you to start eStar?
I used to work as a stockbroker before, and every day I had to make quick but short-term decisions, and I decided to do something for the long term. I didn't mean that I wanted to be in the company for the long term, but I meant that I want to conclude long-term agreements, and the energy business is like this. I mean, the energy business is intensive, which means that you have to invest a lot. The payback period of the investment is rather long, so you have to conclude long-term agreements. And with adding new contracts to the portfolio of the company starts growing bigger and bigger.
One of the distinctive features about eStar is its rapid growth. What's been the key to that growth?
First of all, in the early years, we had to make sure that we conclude our first agreements, because we ventured into the company with just a few tens of thousands of euros. So we had to make sure that we have the basis for growing. And then in 2005, we shifted the focus from street lighting to heating services and to district heating services. And that paid out well, because in last year, in 2010, more than 90% of the revenue already came from the heating services. In 2007, we went public, which was actually not a real IPO, but a technical listing. But still, this young company managed to learn what it means to be on the stock exchange, what it means to be listed, what it means to work transparently. And in 2009, amidst the crisis, we managed to make an equity SPO. We managed to raise capital while our competitors over-leveraged themselves. So we managed to come out of the crisis with a strengthened balance sheet, and that helped the company to grow even further.
What's the vision for the future? Where does eStar go from here?
Our vision is that we would like to evolve eStar into the leading alternative energy company in the region, operating in 5 countries in the Central and Eastern European region, being highly appreciated by the community of investors and the clients as well.
Part of your growth has been a complete rebranding of the company. That's a big step, isn't it?
Well, that's a big step, but we have grown so fast and we are so different from the company where we started from that we have to rebrand the company. The new name is eStar, which represents the dynamism and also the ultimate goal of the company to be the best energy provider in the region.
E-Star's business model is very interesting, sitting in the value chain but not owning it, acting as a link between customers, fuel and technology providers and so on. How important is that position in the chain for the company?
Well, it's critical, and that's the reason that it's been successful, and it will continue to be successful, because it doesn't own these relationships, but it controls them indirectly, and it links them and allows them not only to work together with E-Star at the helm of the ship, so to speak, but also provides the direction and the leadership that's needed in order to go after the business. Once that's captured, it executes.
How would you define E-Star's value proposition for investors?
I think investors need to look closely at the balance sheet, look at the reality that there's a strong return for investors, there's accountability, there's transparency, and there's reliability, both in the field, mid-level management, and obviously upper management that's been able to build this company over the last 10 years.
So going forward, what would be your recommendation to potential investors?
Well, I'm very bullish on the company. I think you just need to look at the region and need to see the fact that they're the leading provider, and they'll continue to be the leading provider as long as they're able to execute. And being a forward-thinking company as they are, executing well in 2 markets and expanding into Poland in the future, in the near term, and then beyond, I think will take the company in great directions.
Max Teleki, to you and your colleagues at the company, thank you.
Thank you.